Pitstop.
For the gas man, take a look.
Yeah, you see this, that liquid you see on the ground is fuel from when they filled the car up. Perhaps a hot lug nut or a spark off changing the tires ignited that fuel. It's
We're showing 9 laps remaining. Oh my goodness, there's a fire there at Brad Jones Racing.
That's car. Nick Perkins' car is actually still on fire. They actually need to get some extinguishers. The teams that down that far end, Red Bull Racing and Shell V-Power are there with extinguishers to put it out, because obviously there was a massive ball of flame in the lane of BJR, and everyone has run to the attention because Nick Perkins' car was still burning. It is the feed line, actually. The feed line has come off the nozzle.
Oh my goodness me, that's a ridiculous amount of fuel.
Yeah,
Never see that, do you?
there's a we've got a camera here, actually, boys, if you want to.
Now it starts because the flame come off the start, Murph.
Yeah.
So what's erupted it was the start-up methodology.
Yeah, so I didn't realise you were watching the vision there. So you could actually see it. Rihanna and I were standing here watching it right at our feet, and it was pouring out of the hose before they connected it. Out it came, but what I wanted to say was a remarkable response by the firemen around here.
Here it is from the other angle. So the coupling has come unstuck, and then fuel's gone everywhere, and as he's kicked the throttle, it's ignited, but the back of the car's up at this stage. So we're going to finish under the safety car. I've just been informed. Here's the replay again. It doesn't take a lot of fuel to make that kind of mess, and all credit.
Heading down pit lane, 40 kilometres an hour. Out on a huge fire to the left. What's that? That's huge. Absolutely huge fire on pit lane, just as Morgan Haber pitted in front. Scary moment here as the fire crews and some of the crews from the other teams have gone to the assistance. That's the Justin McMillan, Dale Wood Lamborghini. A huge moment here on pit lane.
Pretty confident. I'm curious to see what really ignited it there. Obviously something hot, that fuel spilled out.
Oh, there's a flash of flame here. And a fire out the left-hand side of the Sticks McLaren. Get the extinguishers on it, boys. There it is. Never too far away in the pit.
See him just close a little window there. Just
Fuel probe in at the back, and then, oh yeah, it's leaking fuel out, and the fueler steps away immediately. He had the sense to hold up the fuel hose, but the fuel was still rushing out of it. Eventually he put it down, and I understand why he did that, but there was still clearly fuel leaking out of the fuel filler area of the car.
They just need to finish 7th or above. Fire in the pits. Something caught fire briefly there in the background. Alex McDowell also in the 99 car. In fact, it's not briefly. This is Ultimate Racing's number 17 car, Jean-Baptiste Lahaye. We saw him earlier on battling for 5th in there.
Taking over that car once again.
not coming in, the Acura, of course, the number 10 car, which we just put Rossi into because he was in literally the last move on fire in the pit lane. On the 24 BMW, swiftly dealt with underneath the car. Looked like a fuel overspill. The driver change still going on. Oh, the fuel nozzle going in didn't properly connect and clearly spilled fuel over the hot car. But fantastic work, and that's why you have to have a fuel.
Confirmado Rossotti. Tremendo. Tremenda imagen, Increíble. 3, 4 colaboradores. Los mecánicos.
Y fíjate que no habían abierto,
que asusta,
no habían abierto el capó, porque si no era hasta peor, te digo, ¿no?
So
there's a fire on pit lane at the 31 as a fuel explosion comes out from the fuel input. It is still on fire, the left rear portion of the car. They've now gotten it out, but it is still actually in the cockpit.
Incredible scenes, meanwhile, as fire broke out moments after Andrew Palmer had come in for a routine pit stop. But great work by the Absolute Racing fire chief, whose quick reaction saved an otherwise potential disaster.
Anyway, this I think has been the masterstroke by Bentley, and from AF Corsa, experienced team's point of view, they should have brought the car in.
Are they changing wheels and tyres? Oh, flame! Fire! Fire! Oh my goodness. You think things are sort of back in control.
Where did that come from?
Came from the refueling, and it's caught fire, and that's a concern. They've got to get the fire extinguishers on that.
Been on the chow. Look at that fuel issue.
Fire.
Big spill. Andy Prio's on that side of the car, remember.
That was a lot of fuel, and there must be fire in the cockpit because he's opening the door and getting out.
Very scary moment indeed, with right underneath the Ferrari. It was up on its jacks, the Lamborghini, excuse me, all on fire. Thick black smoke coming out from underneath that car. And